2022 are called to order concurrently at 6:12 p.m. Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Maria Maharick. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Maria. Now we'll have the roll call.
Chairperson Smith.
Here, present.
Vice Chairperson El-Shadabli.
Present.
Commissioner Ortiz is not here. Commissioner Caraveo.
Present.
And Commissioner Richard is excused.
Oral communications. Please note the rules for meeting decorum on the screen. In the interest of time, these will not be read, but be advised that the Planning Commission will adhere to these standards. This is the time for the public to address the Planning Commission and the Airport Zoning Commission for items not on the agenda. Please note that if an item is scheduled as a public hearing, you will have an additional opportunity to speak when the public hearing is opened or continued. Comments made now regarding items scheduled for a public hearing will not be included in the official record of public testimony for that item. If anyone would like to address the Commission on items that are not on the agenda, please come up to the podium. Please address your comments to the commissions as a body and not to individual commissioners directly. Only very brief responses may be given to questions asked on topics not on the agenda. Please keep your remarks to 3 minutes. So is there anybody that would come up like to speak? Okay, seeing no one, I will close oral communications. Move on to the Planning Commission and Airport Zoning Commission consent calendar. There are no items, so I'll recess the Airport Zoning Commission. Planning Commission consent calendar. Approval of Planning Commission and Airport Zoning Commission meeting minutes for the regular meeting of February the 16th, 2022. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I believe both through the chair, Chairperson Smith and myself were absent, so we don't have quorum to.
We'll hold it over then.
Okay. Approval of the Planning Commission and Airport Zoning Commission minutes for the regular meeting of March 2nd, 2022. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded. Please call for the vote.
We don't technically have to do roll call votes for this now. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Yes.
That's unanimously approved.
This is only 3. Yeah, I understand.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
It's approved because I just did a roll call. I didn't do the roll call. I just did a call for
Okay,
ayes.
fine. Thank you. Okay, continued public hearings. Conditional use permit 2021 CU09. Staff recommends that item be continued to PC meeting of July 6, 2022. So does the Planning Commission have any questions for the staff? Okay, do I have a motion to continue it?
I'll motion to continue.
I'll second.
Okay. Would the Secretary please call for the vote?
Okay, all in favor, please indicate.
Aye.
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 Okay, so there's no opposition. This is approved.
Thank you. New public hearings. There are no items. So now I'll recess the Planning Commission and call back to order the Airport Zoning Commission. Airport Zoning Commission consent calendar. There are no items. Airport Zoning Commission new and continued public hearings. There are no items. Call back to order the Planning Commission concurrently with the Airport Zoning Commission. Non-public hearing items. There are none. Next is administrative items. One is a color approval, 4881 West 145th Street, commercially zoned industrial building. Planning intern Melissa Flores will present a staff report.
Good evening, Commissioners. I'm Melissa Flores. I'm the planning intern, and I will be presenting the color consent application for 4881 West 145th Street. Here is the vicinity zoning map. The property is located within the CR Regional Commercial Zone and therefore requires approval of colors per the municipal code. The existing views, the top image shows the front of the building looking north, and the bottom image is an aerial view. You can see the band of color along the top wraps around the entire building, and they will continue that with the proposed colors. So the base color is called Vapor. It's a light gray, almost white, or it appears white. The accent color, Thincom Gray, and there are two trim colors, Legendary Gray and Thincom Blue. Here is the rendering showing the proposed use of each color. Thincom Gray and Thincom Blue will only be utilized on the front of the building, so the south elevation, and Legendary Gray will be utilized on the northwest and east sides of the building. And you can see the base color Vapor will cover the majority of the building on all sides. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission approve the color palette as proposed with the following condition. The applicant shall use graffiti-resistant paint and/or coating. The applicant will maintain the building graffiti-free and understands the city's ability to cite for any graffiti left uncorrected per HMC Chapter 8.22 and other pertinent sections. This concludes my presentation. Does the commission have any questions?
Anyway, I have none. No questions?
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, Mr. Secretary, will you call for the vote, please?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's three.
Yeah, aye.
Thank you. Those 3-0. It's approved.
Density bonus housing agreement at 3654 and 3659 Rosecrans Avenue and 14114, 14124, and 14128 Kornblum Avenue. Senior Planner Maria Maharik will present a staff report.
Good evening, Commissioners. I am presenting the Density Bonus Housing Agreement, and you recall this project. It was initially heard and received approval by the Commission back in December of 2016. Since then, this is the aerial map, so you can recall what the location is off of Rosecrans and Kornblum. And if you recall that August 20th, the Commission also approved the modification of the project from 100 for sale condominium units to for rent units. And that also changed the low income units from 25 to 8 very low income units. So you'll have 92 moderate and 8 very low income units. During the course of all of these presentations in this project that went before you, there were some issues that came to light. Notably were the fact that the project crossed property lines, and that had to be fixed, and that was amended in the code. The other issue that occurred was the front setbacks for the units, where those weren't initially captured in the density bonus housing agreement. So at that point, it did have to come back, and everything was fixed and approved. You approved the track map, the project itself, and now the last part of this is the density bonus housing agreement. And that was sent in was agreed upon between the city, our city attorney, our applicant's attorney. Everything was reviewed and fixed, and it's captured everything now within this agreement. And in accordance to that, the developer is required to execute the density bonus housing agreement, and it has to be consistent with the provisions of the code, which at this point it is. So staff is recommending that the terms and conditions contained in the proposed density housing agreement do reflect the requirements of all state and local laws. Therefore, staff is recommending that the Planning Commission adopt Planning Commission Resolution 2022-04. This approves the density bonus housing agreement. I do want to remind you that this was reviewed and revised by the planning director and our attorneys, and it is a recommendation to the Planning Commission for final approval. And the density bonus housing agreement should reflect all of that, and therefore we recommend approval. I hope that explained everything. I went through it pretty quickly. And that concludes my staff report.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Does the Planning Commission have any questions for staff?
I have a question, but I just wanted to know, do we know how far along they are with the project?
They have not, as far as I know, they have not really broken ground. I know that plans were submitted, and we have been reviewing them. But I'm not sure how far they are in the project.
Okay, thank you.
I don't have any questions.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
I motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, there's been a motion made to approve and a second. Will the secretary please call for the vote?
All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 So there's, again, 3-0. This is approved.
Okay, thank you. Items to be placed on future agendas. Downtown Hawthorne specific plan amendment to permitted uses, and also a conditional use permit 2022 CU02 wireless telecom site at 5325 Marine Avenue. A third one would be color approval at 13865 Hawthorne Boulevard. And a fourth one will be color approval at 13304 South Englewood Avenue. We'll now move to commissioner reports. Commissioners, have anything you'd like to report?
First of all, I'm very happy to be back. It's been a long time, and it's nice to see your faces in person. And the second thing is I will not be attending the upcoming meeting or the meeting after. I'm going to be traveling overseas to a little bit take care of my parents. So I'm going to miss the, I think, July 6th and the July 20th, if I'm not mistaken. That's it.
We'll have a safe trip.
Thank you.
Commissioner, anything you want to say?
I just wanted to say it does feel good to be back and see you guys in person. Although it was pretty great to be at home and virtually. I think that's it. I guess happy early Father's Day to all the fathers. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. I also would like to say I'm very, very happy to be in in-person meetings. So a lot easier than on Zoom. Okay. Is there anything further from the commissioners? If not, these meetings will be adjourned at 6:26. Thank you very much.
Thank you.